Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear friends, today we are going to discuss about the poetry of Sylvia Plath. Dear students, before we discuss the question in detail, let's look at the main points first. Points to remember. Number 1. Sylvia Plath is a popular poet of modern age. Number 2. Her poetry portrays her own shattered state of mind. Daddy and Poppies in October are glaring examples in this regard. Number 3. Like Emily Dickinson, death is also her favorite theme for poetry. Number 4. Her poetry is an embodiment of gloomy and sad emotions. Number 5. Conclusion. Dear students, now the question in detail. The poetry of Sylvia Plath. Sylvia Plath's poem is very popular among scholars and general readers. Her obvious abstractism has captured audience, all inspired and motivated by her poetry, either to write better or to simplify her poetic rap. Plath's devotion to her craft is apparent in her works. She commands an insightful voice on her works by being steadfast, honest, and direct, and not being afraid to openly contemplate our deepest anxieties, complexities, joys, and fears. Daddy fuses Sylvia's thoughts or raw emotions about her husband and her father. The end of Daddy, one cannot help but read. They always knew it was you. As Sylvia sang directly, I always knew it was you, or I always knew it was true, in regard to her husband's infidelity, which he always denied. Daddy, Daddy, you bastard, I am through, could mean she had either given up on her marriage or, more seriously, her life, that she was at her wits' end, that she cannot go on anymore. The word through portrays both resolve and despair. In Poppies in October, the setting can be interpreted in many ways. A woman tending to a patient, or a woman fighting for her life. There is a strong reference to women in the poem. Nature being one of them, a love gift is another, by a sky palely and flamely, igniting its carbon monoxides. This part holds the key to the unraveling of the poem. Carbon monoxide as pollution caused by automobiles. Plath's mention of carbon monoxide could mean she was referring to the poisons or toxins in either her life or society, that she was in the midst of some form of negativity. Lady Lazarus is about death and her love-hate relationship with it. The narrator seemed to grow stronger towards the end of the poem, when Plath called Lazarus a crowned lady, could mean an association with female power. Lazarus was a tale from the Bible. He is the man raised by God from the dead. Plath could be referring to a sense of empowerment she felt as she wrote, has risen on her own, out of the ash, from the dead, without help from God or the doctor. Like a phoenix, with her red hair, she coined each man like air, refer to the women's growing field of influence, as supported by the fact that she named the poem Lady Lazarus. The Holocaust interpretation could be a powerful theme of this poem. Since she was German, this poem could be a tribute to the helplessness and powerlessness of the Holocaust victims. It is Plath's attempt to overcome the horror of human trauma. The most frequent color in her poems is red. Love and heart are often associated with red. Reds of lighter tones often represents feelings of lust, anger, and rage. Deeper reds, on the other hand, could mean love, passion, and heat. Emotions such as distress and sadness are important to the Plath's poem. Most of her poems revolved around these emotions, which everybody can relate to. Hence the popular appeal it holds to both scholars and general readers alike. Plath seemed to extol the virtues of distress, and instead of repelling it as we want to do, she enjoins to enjoy the fleeting moment. When you are in distress, Sylvia Plath's abilities as a writer enable her to amalgamate so many elements: intellectual aspect of learning, personal, emotional experiences, and general human experiences. All these she imbibed in her poetry. To be able to entwine these disparate elements to her poetry is a testament to her abilities as a poet, which intrigue and fuel the imagination of scholars and general readers alike. Dear students, the question of the poetry of Sylvia Plath ends here. See you in the next video. Take care. Bye. Allah Hafiz.